Welcome everybody, thanks for tuning into your reading. So it's time for your weekly How Do They Feel For You reading, your love interest, the person you came to the reading for, how do they feel for you? So we're going to pull tarot cards to answer that question, as well as we're going to get some messages and some oracle cards too. And then over in the extended, we're going to look at how they feel for you sexually and get the outcome and advice for you from Spirit on the situation. So we've got 3 groups to choose from, and the timestamps will be in the description box down below. So first of all, I'd like to thank everybody who has ordered personal readings from me and those who have bought the digital gift cards and taken advantage of that Black Friday sale. I really appreciate that. Got a great response. Thank you guys for ordering. And you know, those who have purchased extended readings and those who have considered becoming a patron on Patreon, again, thanks so much, you guys. I appreciate you. The Wizio readings are still on sale, and so anybody that's just wanting like a one question $10 reading, you can go down below in the description box to order one of those from me, okay? So without further ado, yeah, we're gonna get started. Just, you know, friendly reminder, once again, this is a general reading. It will not resonate for everyone. If it doesn't resonate for you, that's okay. Choose another reading or another group. There are a lot of great readers on YouTube that you can watch, okay? Also, just know, you know, if it does resonate, let me know down below in the comment section. If you feel comfortable, go ahead and share how it resonates for those that it does resonate for. I do like to read your guys' comments and to receive that validation on how the readings are resonating. That's very helpful, and I do appreciate that. I appreciate all of you who have commented, who have shared, who have liked, and who have subscribed. And those of you who have hit the bell icon to receive notifications when I upload a new video. That does help to support the channel, and it does keep me here. So thank you so much, you guys, for everything that you do to keep the channel going. And also for those of you who watch the ads, because we do get a small percentage of those ads, and that's just a nice energy exchange for you guys to do for any reader here on YouTube. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Group 1, you are the red bow. So this is for those who are drawn to group 1. Group 1 is the red bow. For group 2, we have the gold bow. Golden bow is group 2. And for group 3, we have the green bow. This is group 3. So pause the video if you need more time, and again, timestamps are in the description box down below, and use your intuition to pick or go with the one that you're initially first drawn to. And remember, if it doesn't resonate, feel free to choose another group, or you can watch all 3 or 2 or 1, however many you're drawn to watch, okay? And just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. Don't try to force anything to apply. It is a general reading, okay? So this is what I've got for you. We're going to get started with group 1. Welcome, group 1. Thanks for tuning in to your weekly How Do They Feel For You reading. So what are their feelings for you this week? For the strongest collective energy who is tuned into this reading, go ahead and think about your person and your love interest. As you can see, I've already pre-shuffled and laid out the cards just in the interest of time, and we've got several oracles to choose from. And from the emotional barometer cards, when I asked how does group 1's person feel for them this week, we got needy. So I'm feeling needy, it says. Let's see what's going on with your person. We have the Lover's card at the back of the deck here. It could have been that this person was juggling your guys' connection, and you know, so there's been a breakup as a result of that. That's the main narrative that I'm getting here, is that if they haven't been honoring their commitment to this connection, they realize that this is what has come between the two of you. And so it doesn't mean that they were necessarily juggling you with somebody else, although it can mean that. It could have just been that they were putting like work or some other situation ahead of you, whether that be family, friends, or money, or some combination thereof. And this is a way for them to protect themselves and being defensive against you in this connection. It could be that they thought that you had competition, or you have competition for your affection. But I get that this person wants to say to you, you know, that they know that the connection has fallen apart or is falling apart, and that they take responsibility for it. With this King of Swords here, that's air sign energy. King of Swords is, you know, kind of a cold, logical character, and so this person is very intentional and strategic in their thought and in their thinking. So I feel that it's especially difficult for this person to express their need, but I do get that they are needy with the Page of Cups here. Page of Cups is, you know, can be a needy energy. It is sort of an immature emotional intelligence energy. It is about someone who wants to come forth with a small offer or token of their affection. Can sometimes represent an apology, but it definitely does represent like extending oneself in an emotional way, and saying something affectionate or making an affectionate small offer, small romantic gesture. But since this is the King of Swords, I feel like that's especially difficult for this person. King of Swords is somebody that likes to connect with somebody like in a mental way or a professional way, likes to keep things on a professional, analytical level. And so I feel like when it comes to their emotions, you know, they are needy. They are kind of like a little kid. I feel like regardless of how educated they are, when it comes to love, they're still a student in many ways, and they're still kind of new to love here. And actually, I think I did see from the Romance Angels, we got new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So for some of you, this can be a newer person that you're watching for. But others of you, it's not. But I feel this is mostly talking about that Page of Cups energy, that your person feels new to love. And even if they've had relationships in the past, deep and committed, even deep committed relationships even in the past, this still feels new to them because it requires more of them emotionally, I feel. And it's like they're up to the task. And so I feel like, you know, letting you know how they feel. But under the circumstances, due to some sort of divide within your connection, you know, they feel kind of inadequate and needy, like the card said. So I think this person is also afraid of, you know, afraid of rejection. They feel a lot of insecurity. They don't want to feel minuscule. I feel like they're kind of, you know, a big shot, or at the very least get respect in their lives, could have a leadership position at their job in their lives in some way. So when it comes to anything that makes them feel insecure or needy, this is something that is like a red flag to them, or something they would prefer not to experience, but they do have these feelings for you. They, you know, so I do feel this is a hurdle to the connection, obviously, because if it's a romantic connection, you know, people need to be able to talk about or indicate their feelings, and this person has them for you, but they are insecure about expressing them. Okay, so this is how they're feeling. The fact that they have these sweet, tender feelings for you makes them feel needy, and that makes them feel insecure. They do have, you know, for some of you especially, if this is newer love, but, you know, really it could be for any of you watching. This person, you know, has something of a crush on you, and you do make them feel young in love again. It's this kind of puppy love sort of energy. This, you know, fresh, new feeling of love here. You make them feel like just very in their emotions, but I feel that, again, that this makes them feel shy to approach you. When it comes to their emotions, they could be a little bit shy, even pouty. And if they're hurt, or if you're the one that hurt this person, because I picked up on somebody who's watching, did juggle this person, not everybody, but somebody that did that, this person is hurt about, you know, they're too hurt to reach out to you as a result of that. And so they're still feeling tender, they're still feeling like this is kind of an open wound, but at the very least, this person is not really ready to handle the emotions of this connection. And that's how they're feeling right now. And with that Wheel of Fortune, though, it's like they're waiting for some sort of divine intervention to take place in this connection, for the universe to sort of step in and move things forward. They are feeling like, you know, and maybe they are onto something. Maybe you guys are on the verge of having some good fortune, a positive turning point in this connection. This person also feels like to express themselves, and even in a small way, in terms of how they're feeling towards you, to express themselves, it is a risk and it is a gamble. But I feel like it's a gamble that they, you know, that they want to take. But it's like they feel, I mostly feel that this person feels like eventually things are going to make a turn for the better, you know. Whether it's them reaching out, like we see that they want to, and expressing an apology or some small token of their affection, finally getting over their ego and their fears and allowing themselves to do that, or whether it's just that in time things turn around in this connection and improve. This person does see a turning point in the future, and they do feel like this connection is fated, that there is something fated about this connection, and that it is meant to have a turnaround here. And that meeting you was not an accident either. Okay, so yeah, this person I feel like is excited. They could be excited too by the fact that you do stimulate their emotions, or you make them feel like they don't really know what's going on in this connection. This is a strategic thinker. This is a logical person. And yet, so they're used to being able to predict things with some level of certainty. They're used to being able to figuring out things, and this connection is an area that's a little bit more difficult for them to figure out. So there's something about that that makes them a little bit excited, I feel, but it also triggers their fear. And yeah, some of you could be, you know, quite different from this person. It's a general reading, flip it around if it's the other way around. But somebody here is more logical, and in their head, I feel it's your person. Others of you are a little bit more changeable or random or spontaneous. Again, this excites your person, but it also causes them a little bit of fear because it's unpredictable, and that makes them feel like, you know, the connection. They question like how consistent can this connection remain? How consistent can it really be? What kind of a future can it really have? You know, if one minute you guys are doing fine, the next minute things are going wrong, or same old problems keep popping up, or things like that. Okay, so I'm going to look at the Oracle cards. I haven't looked at them yet here. I did happen to see the new love card when it was coming out. Sometimes you can't avoid it. They come out face up. So they look. I feel like this person is kind of avoiding, or has been avoiding, really looking into themselves, because a lot of the answers that they seek about this connection and about their feelings, you know, a lot of what they need to know or would give them clarity on the connection and how to handle things is found within themselves. You know, it's in their feelings, it's in their emotions, but it's not a place that they're very comfortable with, unfortunately. I think this person does have a tendency with the detoxification card to focus on the negative. I'm hearing logical negatives, okay? That is from a movie. What movie is that from? Cocktail. Tom Cruise, his best friend in that, is always saying these witty things, but they're all what he calls logical negatives, right? They sound really good, you know, on paper, but in reality, you know, somehow something is lost in translation, and just listening to your logic all the time does end up being a negative thing. And there's sometimes some people who are so analytical that they can't tell the difference between fear speaking and logic. So sometimes they mistake their fear is for logic when it isn't logic. But so that'll resonate for somebody here in somebody's person, but they're detoxifying, so that's good. It's like they're kind of looking at areas in their life where they need to rid themselves of fear, or things, ways of being, habits. I'm hearing habits as well that they do that are not healthy for themselves or for this connection. We've got Sagittarius, so some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could be a Sagittarius, could be in somebody's chart. This is the Voyager, and it talks about enthusiasm, philosophy, independence, generous, ethical. Yeah, this person likes to view themselves and likes to be someone who is mature, and they associate being mature with not being in their childish sort of crush energy. They don't want to be like in a puppy love energy. That Page of Cups to them is like kitty stuff, and because they associate being mature and being a grown-ass person as being you know, the opposite of Page of Cups. But, you know, this is something that's a problem within themselves, or something they need to detoxify from. It's good to be in touch with your feelings and your inner child, right? That's a huge part of you that never goes away. This person is needing to look within themselves to see that, you know, so they can welcome this new love or new phase in this connection, because we see that they have these really strong feelings for you, but they're getting in the way of that, or have, because of this view that, you know, that it's needy, or it's unhealthy, or that it's wrong, that there's something wrong with or immature about being in your feelings, or expressing, or being tender, or being emotional with someone. It's also talks about honest and unbridled, and I get this with this Wheel of Fortune energy. So for some of you, now this could be you, it could be your person. I think you bring out a side of their person, like you make them think about things differently. You kind of get them back in touch with this side of themselves, this inner child part of themselves, this younger sort of side of themselves that they've probably locked away for whatever reason. And so you open up a whole new world to this person. You kind of reacquaint them with their inner child in a way. So I feel like, you know, because the Wheel of Fortune can represent both Pisces and Sagittarius energy, and then this is Sagittarius, and I feel like, you know, it's more so talking about, you know, your person, that your person is this way, that, you know, it might be a fear that this person would think that maybe if they opened up to you too much, that you would think that they were an unrealistic person. I don't know if somebody's ever made them feel that way in the past, but there's a sense that maybe that they would be afraid that you would judge them, because I think that this is your person's energy regardless of sign. They're happy-go-lucky underneath it all. They are sort of unbridled. They do rely on luck. We can already see that with the Wheel of Fortune. They want to come forth. They want to express something to you. They want to share their feelings and their affection to you, but yet they're like kind of waiting for sort of divine timing and luck in the universe to step in and help things along. So this is someone willing to take a gamble on this connection. They're willing to take a risk and a gamble on you and on this connection, and maybe at some point taking the risk of telling you how they feel. But the good news about that for this person anyway is that usually, you know, with the Sagittarius, Jupiterian, lucky energy, that the risks that they take, the risks that they take do tend to pay off, you know, in the end. This person could like to travel as well, okay? And then from the Love Oracle, we've got Lena Dunham. So she's made an appearance a couple of times this week. I think she came out in my the reading that I did last, which is new love, who is coming towards you. So this card is representing your person's energy and how they feel. So it's like everyone forgets you except you. So this person could feel forgotten by you. They could feel like you you're being cold to them or indifferent. More so, I feel like they could feel like you're being moody towards them with that Wheel of Fortune. That could represent like feeling like the relationship's unstable or always up and down. Some of you are back and forth with this person. There's some juggling going on perhaps, but at the very least, I'm seeing some wasted potential in this connection. And at those times when this connection is not, reaching its potential, or their efforts feel like they're wasted, then those are times when they feel forgotten and they really just have to focus on themselves. And then it says it's okay to play hide and seek by yourself. So this is this person's independent streak coming out. Like, they don't need anybody to play hide and seek. They don't need anybody to entertain them or to, to be on their team. They can do things themselves. And don't be afraid of standing on the shoulders of your parents. So that could also have resonance as well here. I think that some of their philosophies, I'm getting that with the Sagittarius cards about philosophical endeavors and ethics philosophies. I think that's talking about your person's ideologies, philosophies towards relationships and love come from and are influenced strongly by their parents, which, could be and often is the case for a lot of people, but for it to come out in the reading, it's saying that's especially true for this person. And then we've got challenge, stop, delay, or detour beneficial, revise, rethink, follow signs, guidance. Yeah, this person's relying on their philosophies, going within. They have like, they're really a thinker is what I'm getting here. And somebody that goes within to seek inner truths and distances themselves. They're independent. They like to, commune with nature, I'm hearing, but also with spirit. Whether they call it that or not, this going within gives them clarity. And so whatever challenges that they perceive happening in the connection currently, or potential challenges going forward in the connection, like maybe you guys aren't on the same page, or there are going to be too many ups and downs and things, they're kind of reflecting on that. They're rethinking, they're following the signs and guidance. So there is a spiritual streak to this person, regardless of how logical they are. And it says test before leveling up. So they could be testing you or could have tested you. Whether they realized it or not, to see how you react to certain things, to give themselves more information about, how right this connection is. Ultimate love, forgive others and yourself, release the past, send love and light, change inner to change outer, change inner to change outer. So yeah, this person's going within, they're looking within themselves. They need to do that more to realize what they need to let go of that's no longer good for them. But, whatever they're doing, it looks like it's working because, like the card says, change inner to change outer. So if you guys are in separation, or if one of you is putting more in the connection or feeling underloved or unvalued in the connection, then that needs to change, right, to have a happy and healthy future here. So they are going within on that. And also this talks about forgiveness. So I said that, this person, if they owe you an apology, they want to extend that apology to you. I feel like in time they will do that. I almost feel like they're hoping that things will just sort of work themselves out without them having to actually say the words. But, eventually for a lot of you, they're going to eventually have to say the words. And, same thing, the message is the other way around. If you know that you owe this person an apology, eventually you're going to have to say the words. To release the past, send love and light. So, yeah, this person does feel like you are an ultimate love. But, because they're not comfortable with their feelings, and it could potentially not really trust their feelings. They could have had some sort of a painful ending in the past, some sort of a tower moment. They've hit rock bottom before. They know what it means to suffer, to feel pain. And they just don't want to experience that again. So if they've tested you and end this love, that's the reason why. When I choose a partner, I consider other factors besides just emotions, and that goes very well with that King of Swords. He's very logical and mind identified. I know you're my soulmate. Meeting you is written in the stars. Okay, that's awesome. It goes along with that Wheel of Fortune. And so, it's just like, yeah, that's pretty cool that come out. More validation. So yes, this person feels like you guys are fated to meet. Meeting you is written in the stars. They know you're their soulmate, but they've never felt anything like this, and they wanted to test it, or, there's a learning curve for them. And so this is what they're doing right now. This is how they're feeling right now. We've got separation in reverse. This person wants to come out of separation from you, whether you're physically, mentally, or emotionally separated. They do want to come out of separation, with you, and compromise. There is this need for compromise here. This person feels like compromising because they feel like you're family to them, and they could have a family with you. They're feeling like you're the ultimate love, their soulmate, that, despite it all, that you're the one that they can have a family with. So this is what I've got for you, Group 1. This is how your person's feeling for you currently. I'm going to go take this over to the extended, and we're going to pull a couple more cards on how this person feels, as well as do the tarot of sexual magic to see about how they feel about you sexually. So feel free to follow me over there, and the link for that will be down below. Otherwise, please like and subscribe. And if this did resonate, if you don't mind, you can share that in the comment section. I'd like to read how it resonates. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Welcome, Group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So their feelings for you this week, your person, your love interest, go ahead and think about them. I have pre-shuffled the tarot cards, and we've got a stack here of various oracle cards and some message cards too that I'm going to go through. So I'm going to start with the emotional barometer card that I got. So your person is feeling odd. This is what come out for you, Group 2. How does your person feel? They're feeling odd. And what I'm drawn to from this card is that you make them feel small, but in a good way, okay? Like sometimes in life, our smallness makes us feel humiliated, but with this group, while there might be some humiliation, we'll see, depends on what's happened here. Mostly with this person, I feel drawn to say from that card is that their impression of smallness is oddly uplifting and profoundly redemptive. So even though you make them feel small, they feel odd, kind of like when you stand at the edge of the ocean. And that's actually what she's doing now that I think about it. In this Five of Cups card, she's looking out at the ocean through that cracked window. And so anyways, the experience of looking out at the ocean makes you feel small, but not in a bad way, right? It makes you feel odd. Looking at the stars, it makes you feel odd. So you make this person feel odd. But what's going on in the situation? We've got the Three of Swords here, and it is in reverse. So it looks like this person is not feeling supported. They're not feeling the love in this connection right now. Maybe this is because they, haven't made you feel loved. But just take it how it resonates. To be honest, some of you could owe this person an apology. And if so, this person has some pretty tough words to say to you about it. If they feel or think that you owe them an apology, they could have something to say about it. And for others of you, this person is just like, if that's the case, if this person's been hurt by you, and this is only going to resonate for like 1 or 2% of you, so just hold on a second. I'll get to the other way around, flip it if it needs to be flipped. But this person, for those who have hurt this person and know they have, they're still hurting, and they want to tell you, that they're in the process of healing. Now, whether you hurt them or someone else hurt them, this person has been hurt. And for a lot of you, well, not a lot of you, 1 or 2% of you, you did the hurting. Just know that this person is healing, okay? So if they've been distant, if you guys are broken up, if you're not hearing from them, whatever the case might be, it's because they're healing, they've been hurt. Now, again, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you hurt them. Others of you, it's the other way around. I feel like for more of the majority of you, it's the other way around. That you had... I'm just getting that somebody here did not see the future that the other one saw. So somebody saw this as their 10 of Cups, their total family contentment, so the person that was going to complete them, and the one that they were going to have a happy family with, a relationship with, lots and tons of love and feel very abundant with. And the other one didn't see that. And their insight was clouded. Like all the signs could have even been there. The feelings definitely could have been there between both of you. But yet the other one or someone was blocking their intuition regarding that. So that's resulted in the hurt here, I feel. For the most of you, whatever form that manifests in your situation, however it plays out or whatever it means to you, that's underlying a blockage of intuition resulting in one not being able to see the abundance of love that this relationship actually could have achieved or could still achieve, okay? Also, I'm getting that this person does not want to be heartbroken. So if they're heartbroken, they don't want to be heartbroken. They're healing. If they're not heartbroken, if they broke your heart, it's because they don't want to be heartbroken. So they're, they feel like they don't want you to break their heart. They feel like you're so much bigger than they are, and that it would be easy for you to break their heart. So on some level, if they're the ones with the blocked intuition, they've known all along just how big and huge this relationship is, and the love and the emotions and the potential here. They understand that. So they're trying to protect themselves and not get their hearts broken. So if you guys are in separation, though, this person's feeling like, that they miss you so much it hurts. We've got that Five of Cups here, and that talks about feeling loss. It is a card of pleasure lost. It's a card of regret, feeling abandoned, feeling unloved. Whether you feel that way, they do, or both of you. This is a reading about their feelings, though, so definitely they at the very least miss you. And my first feeling overall looking at the spread is that this person no longer wants to be single or no longer wants to be apart from you. They want to come back in and they want to have a word with you. We've got the Knight of Swords here. That's a card of action and positive change. But because it is a Knight of Swords, he does have a sword there. So he could be a little bit rigid in his communication or his thinking regarding this connection. And if you've hurt him in any way, he's gonna, or her, whoever, you know, depending on who's watching, take it how it resonates. But whoever your person is, if you've hurt them, you know, they're gonna let you know. They could be a little bit sharp-worded about it or rigid-minded about it. But even if you didn't hurt them, they're still coming forward, you know, guarded. But they are coming forward. I mean, they're wanting to turn things around in the connection. This is especially true if they're the ones that ran away from you, okay? And they do miss you. They miss you very much. And if you've hurt them, you know, they're grieving over that hurt. And there is some hurt here, some undefined hurt between the majority of you. I'm not getting like a strong read on like what happened exactly. It's a general reading that it's going to be different what caused hurt here for who and whatnot. But you both have been hurt, and this person feels hurt too. And if they hurt you, they completely regret how they handled things, and they wish that things had turned out differently between the two of you. And if you said anything really hurtful to them, you know, just know that they're not able to move on from it. They're having a hard time healing from anything harsh or, you know, harsh that you might have said to them. Maybe you were that one in that Knight of Swords energy. You could have told this person that you don't love them, or now again, that's only going to resonate for 1 or 2%. If it's the other way around, take it the other way around. Maybe this person made you feel that they didn't love you, or they didn't have feelings for you, or even actually said that. It's very harsh words to say to somebody. So that whoever that resonates with, take it, you know. And if this doesn't sound at all like your reading, then choose another group or another reading. But this is what I'm getting here. This is maybe you just expressed to this person your disappointment, and they felt like they were trying, and so they were like really hurt by the fact that you expressed your disappointment in them. So it could even be as simple as that. So but yeah, they do want to well, I don't know if they want to, but they're feeling loss and regret. They're feeling the distance in this connection. And with the Hermit card, you know, in the upright, this is talking about somebody going off on a spiritual quest, going off to be single and be alone and do their thing. I feel like for, you know, the majority of you, this is your person. But even if it was you, I feel like, you know, it's time to come back around here. This could be simply, you know, if somebody was trying to move away from this connection to sort of work on themselves, focus on themselves, or be in a selfish energy. Not that the Hermit is selfish, but it is somebody that leaves behind what they've known to kind of go into the unknown in order to sort of test their mettle and learn things about themselves and go on their own path and their own journey towards their own wish fulfillment. You know, ultimately, that's the goal of the Hermit. But I feel like with it being in reverse, that those plans failed. This person or you, whoever was trying to move away, they're experiencing travel problems or plans failing. They were thinking small. So whether that's you or your person. And now they miss you, okay? So, I'm also getting with this card that, you know, if they're the ones that have been distant in this connection, that they really want to communicate with you again, and sometimes that card can mean in reverse that they want to communicate really badly with you, but they're not going to do anything about it. But with this Knight of Swords here, this is an action card. So this tells me that they do want to do something about it. So you could be hearing from this person. You could have recently heard from this person. They could have come in and communicated with you and let you know that, you know, kind of all their ideas that they have about themselves, their lives, this connection, and giving you a piece of their mind, whether good or bad, about this connection, and even about some lifestyle change that they're either making or wanting to make. So I think, yeah, I think they're the ones that are going to reconnect with you if there's a reconnection that needs to be made here. You know, I think if they've had to give you space, they're tired of giving you space. And if you guys have been cocooning or isolating, they miss you. They want a new beginning. They want to go out. They want to have some fun in the real world together. Maybe go out in nature. They want to, you know, have some fun. Do something, you know, just like spend some money, you know, take some action, you do something, right? That they're wanting to take practical action, practical steps in the 3D on the earthly plane, not just in dreamland or anything like that. They're actually wanting to do something with you. So let's look at oracle cards and see what we've got. If we've got the retreat card here, it's time to disconnect from the world. So if this person has gone on a retreat, retreated from you, withdrawn from you, just know that they're ready to come back. They're no longer wanting to do that here. I feel like they're lonely, they miss you, you know, they could have repeated past mistakes with you or caused this connection to be stuck. but they are wanting to instead come back. Now, I feel like this person still might like their alone time or their space, but I feel, you know, with this card that they want to take that alone time and that space with you. They want to go on a retreat with you. Because this person hasn't had any peace of mind since this Three of Swords energy. Since whatever happened here that created a separation or a rift in this connection, you know, whatever has happened at the very least to make, you know, your person feel unsupported, or to make you feel unsupported, or like, you know, whatever it is, they haven't had peace of mind. And they want to be back in the energy of having peace of mind. It's like they're worried and anxious over the situation. And they've got some inspired thoughts about this. And I feel like this goes along with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a thinker, and you know, Swords is the energy of spirit, the energy of air, so they have inspired thoughts about this, and I feel like they either have recently or will soon, you know, share some of that with you. This card talks about alignment brings incredible ideas, new thoughts, new decisions, new immediate action, new reality. So this card talks about you know, new decisions and new actions. So that goes along very nicely with that. Knight of Swords, and supports this person wanting to take action towards you and have a positive change in the connection. Cards fell on the floor here. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, the boss here, or you could be that. This card talks about serious, authoritative, ambitious, realistic structure. I feel like this person wants to be more realistic and accomplished and down to earth in their approach to this connection. They want to be a little bit more disciplined. I feel like they haven't embodied this, whether this is their sign or not. It's like this is the energy that they are willing to embody because they miss you. So they're wanting to be more traditional and wise towards this connection. And let's see what next cards that come out. Message from your person: you're so beautiful. This person says you're so beautiful. Aw, group 2. I'm letting go of the past and I'm ready to act. Again, another card of action here. And so this person's ready to let go of the past mistakes, repeated mistakes. They're ready to let that go. And you know, if they need to make a recovery in this connection, heal it, apologize, then they want that to take place so you guys can move forward together. I just want to be happy, and I want that for you too. So they're tired of being sad, and they have some ideas about, you know, how to turn things around. And I think that has to do with them taking ownership and applying themselves in a more mature way, as Capricorn energy is mature and is a card that represents, you know, grounded effort. This person could be even thinking about settling down with you. We've got the retreat card here, which, you know, it shows a couple on their honeymoon. So they could see, you know, how awesome that you are. And this time apart has opened their eyes or helped them to realize, you know, how much you mean to them. And I don't feel like settling in this case is a bad thing. I feel like this person wants to settle down with you. And they're no longer wanting to wait with this divine timing card in reverse. So I don't know how long it's been for you guys, but this person's no longer wanting to wait, okay? So I feel like the waiting is pissing them off, frankly. And I think this person just misses talking to you. I think they love talking to you. They love how your guys' minds connect, you know, but also if you have hurt this person, just know that they are going to probably be pissy towards you, okay? If you're the one that's resonating, if you're part of the 1 to 2% that resonates with that you need to give this person an apology, or that you've done something to hurt this person, then they're going to be pissy with you, but they still see you as, you know, someone that they care a whole lot about, that they're very attracted to, that they want to move forward with, you know, that they want to have some sort of peace in the connection, and they want peace of mind about this connection, and they do care about your happiness. And then from the Love Oracle, we have the Sigmund Freud card that says, the virtuous content themselves with dreaming what the wicked do in real life. Okay, so that's pretty deep. Okay, Sigmund Freud, I believe, was a Taurus. You can double check me on that. You could be dealing with that. We've got Earth sign energy here, but, you know, regardless of sign, we've got Virgo energy with the Hermit card, and we've got some Swords energy, which is air, just for those who want to know, and some water. But, so, like, this person's more or less saying with that, you know, maybe they've been selfish, maybe they have struggled to give equally in this connection, Or maybe they've simply gone into debt. Okay, maybe they spend too freely. Just take it how it resonates. But whatever virtue means for you and for this person, they're more or less defending themselves, right? They have some strong views about how they see the world, and they're a little bit uncompromising in that regard. Like whatever mistake they made. So this almost makes me feel like they feel that they're owed an apology, but you know, it takes two to tango. So just know though that this person is like kind of firm in that, you know, maybe they haven't done the smartest or most virtuous thing, but you know, other people want to do the same thing that they've done. They've just had the courage to go off and do it. Okay. So just take that how that resonates. A little bit sassy. The virtuous content themselves with dreaming what the wicked do in real life. Okay. So this person is, you know, maybe when they went on their hermit's journey and their plans failed, who knows what they were going after and what waterfall they were chasing. Who knows how virtuous their intention was, but it didn't work out. And so this is just them kind of defending themselves, I feel. And then it says, the behavior of a human in sexual matters is often a prototype for the whole of his life. So, yeah, however this person, they're giving you hints. They're kind of, I don't know, again, it's going to depend on who's watching. You know, if this person's sexual behavior was a cause for an ending or some heartbreak or hurt happening in this connection, then just know that this person is saying that the way that they behaved, you know, in sexual matters is kind of just a reflection of who they are as a person. So I don't know if that's good or bad. It depends on your scenario. You know, if this is resonating and you feel this is your reading, then, you know, feel free to share in the comment section what you think this might be talking about. And then it says, pure masculinity or femininity is not to be found. Okay, so this is someone who is maybe a little bit gender fluid, or just embodies both their masculine and feminine side, or they respect people who do that. Like they can see things from both sides of the coin, right? So that's a little bit you know, advanced or enlightened thinking on this person's part, that there is no such thing as perhaps like strictly masculine or strictly feminine. There is only like something in between. And so this person is, for some reason, wanted to say that to you. group 2. This is an interesting person you're dealing with. I don't think I ever got the Sigmund Freud card here before. I think this is somebody that that has had sort of like a party lifestyle. This could have been a friends with benefits situation, or something to do with like friendships and having good times, being maybe a little bit too overindulgent in some way, shape, or form. And this has made, you know, you feel left out or let down or disappointed by this connection. And so this person's kind of being, you know, that Knight of Swords energy, feeling a little defensive about it. While at the same time, I feel like they would deny some of their errors as well. But you know, they at least they want to come forward. So I guess if you really want to hear from this person, getting more Capricorn energy too, just know that you're going to, and this person does feel bound to you. They could have some codependency issues or addictions, but they don't have to. And it could be that they're materialistic or have, you know, sexual lust or obsessive tendency. And if they have that sexual lust, we'll look into that over in the extended, to see what that's about, get further into that, you know. This person could be a little bit chaotic, it looks like. So, but this is how they feel towards you. They essentially want to let you know how they've been hurt, and that they regret, you know, what they've done that's hurt you, and that they think that you're beautiful, and they miss you, and they want to come, and they want to come back around and have peace of mind and go off with you. And they're tired of waiting, and they have some inspired ideas for this connection. Welcome, Group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So you got your tarot cards shuffled, and then we've got a stack of oracle and message cards here. So your person, your love interest, think about them, the person you came to the reading for, their feelings for you this week. What's going on? How do they feel? Okay. So from the emotional barometer, I pulled the I'm feeling happy. So I shuffled and pulled, and this is the card that came out. So your person is saying that they're feeling happy. Okay. So yeah, this is generally a transient feeling, okay? I feel guided to say to you, but at present, the moment that I recorded this video, your person, or the moment that you find this video, as it's a timeless reading, this person is feeling happy when they think about you and towards you. So they're feeling. So we're just going to go ahead and go through the tarot cards here, and then I'll go through the oracles. So we've got the Six of Cups in reverse. Now, first of all, we've got two water sign cards in reverse here. Six of Cups and Nine of Cups in reverse. So my first feeling upon looking at these cards is that your person's feeling happy because they could be drinking, okay? They could be overindulging in food or something else that they enjoy doing. Smoking perhaps, even if it's just like they like Coca-Cola, okay? Something that they're doing is helping them in their feelings. Not that they don't naturally feel happy for you, group 3, but both of these cards can talk about some sort of overindulgence and a pleasure here. And so, yeah, that's why I feel like immediately seeing here, and it could be that they're overindulging, you know, in sex with you, but I don't feel like that's the truth for most of you. I feel like for a lot of you, this connection is kind of stalled out, or it's kind of a little bit boring here, because even though this person feels happy, you know, happy is kind of a boring state. It's actually saying that, you know, that desires or aspirations are kind of neutralized at present. It's not this desires and aspirations regarding this connection. Even frustration, regrets regarding this connection are not first and foremost on this person's mind. So, you know, even though they might be feeling, you know, happy and that's all well and good for them, it's not necessarily, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's a lot going on in this connection. So I don't see that there is a lot going on in this connection unless you know that this person's and you are having a lot of sex, or in some other way indulging in one another in a way that makes you both happy. For most of you, I don't feel like that's the case, though. For most of you, I feel like it's kind of a, you know, things are kind of unexciting at present, but your person's happy and they are thinking about you and they are feeling about you, right? Because their feelings for you, the Six of Cups in reverse, this is a card of living in the past. It's a card of naivety and unrealistic expectations, okay? So that coupled with that Nine of Cups makes me feel like this person is like kind of in a mindset where they're not seeing the situation very clearly. They're kind of in la-la land a little bit, focusing on the good old days and stuff like that with regards to you. There's a sense of the need to leave childish fantasies behind, but at present I feel like they could be indulging in some childish fantasies with regard to you. And actually, this could actually mean that your person's feelings are presently deepening for you, and they're thinking about taking a more mature approach with the Hierophant card to this connection going forward. So, yeah, there's definitely the sense of them sort of reminiscing about the good old days. And with the Nine of Cups here, you know, being in reverse, could be being a little bit lazy in their approach towards the connection at present, though, or looking for a quick result, or how to get quick results in this connection. Perhaps quick results in terms of taking fast action or having a fast turnaround in this connection, or like speedy communication with you, or some positive good news or a positive change, or receiving news from or about you. There's this desire from them for something, they're fantasizing about something happening kind of quickly and kind of effortlessly. It's like the get-rich-quick scheme of energies with regard to a love relationship is what I'm getting with these two cards next to each other. So this is sort of where they're at, and yeah, okay. And I do feel guided to say for some of you, and this will only resonate for a very odd few of you, that this person could have left this connection, and they're happy being apart from you in the connection. They're happy with their decision to leave. You know, we could see this unicorn on this card in this deck in particular. She's running away. This person is having a good old time. They are, you know, indulging themselves, and it could have been because they got bored with the relationship, and they're just busy, like, you know, while they have good memories about the relationship or whatever you had, that they're just out there trying to find new connections. But again, I feel like this is not going to resonate for the majority of you. That's like 1 or 2%, but I feel like I have to say it because that's what I'm seeing here, okay? So to move forward, though, with the narrative that's going to apply to most of you, this person is in their feelings about you, thinking about having contact and some fun, sexy times with you. Also is experiencing a deepening of feelings for you with that Hierophant card. So I get that, yeah, I feel like it is important to note that this person is overindulging. You know, overindulging is always a sign that something is lacking or something is missing. So I feel like this person, while they are temporarily happy about this connection or happy about you or feeling happy, their inner happiness is kind of like unfulfilled or unsatisfied here. So there is some sense of lacking or wanting in this relationship, of some unsatisfied fulfillment in the connection. And I think this person really just wants to experience a lot of self-pleasure right now. They could be self-medicating because they're not getting their desires fulfilled. And if you guys are in separation, or if you are having a conflict, then that makes, you know, more sense that this person, they're missing you. And I'm also getting that for some of you, they actually miss the way that you spoil and pamper them. It could have been that they were, you know, ungrateful to you in the past when you were giving them gifts or giving them, you know, your attention. They could have been like unresponsive or withholding or acting like they don't care. And if that's the case, then I feel like your person is, you know, overindulging to sort of medicate themselves over, you know, like regret and missing, you know, the attentions that you used to pay to them and that you're currently not paying to them, right? They're missing the way that you would pamper them or give them a lot of attention. And so I feel like they're feeling like it was a missed opportunity. If that's the case, if that's resonating, if that's what you do for this person or used to do, they're missing that. And they're feeling like they should have appreciated it more when they had it. And so they are thinking about, like, in this happy state, commitment, because this can be the card of commitment. It's about traditional commitments, doing things by the book or following the rules, conforming to expectations. So I get that this person is getting some clarity, like despite some sort of inebriated state or some, even if not inebriated, then simply like fanciful state where they're feeling happy and living in the past over you, that there is this sort of clarity about coming to their senses where they say, hey, this key here, is this the key to my future? Is this the key to the truth? And is the truth something to do with commitment and traditional? Something traditional with this person, with group 3. So, and this person is, you know, reflecting on that and reflecting on their morals and, you know, potentially considering doing things in a traditional way with you. Maybe that means a monogamous relationship. Maybe that means eventually getting married and having children for some of you. I do think that this person has a problem with commitment, okay, at least in this connection, or they have up until now, but when they get in this state where they feel happy with you or happy in the memories of you, and where they're wanting to connect and to reach out, then you know, they feel a little bit less against, you know, the whole concept of happy family, contentment, and being in a mutually loving and supportive, committed relationship. So this person is, yeah, they're definitely reflecting on their morals and their values here. And this was the back of the deck energy, the 8 of Wands. So this 8 of Wands saying that this person, again, this is something, like if they are kind of hesitant about having an actual, like, traditional commitment with you, it's more to do with the fact that they want fast action here. So I feel like they would prefer like a whirlwind romance with you versus like the whole long drawn out process of following the rules, meeting expectations, meeting the parents, getting, you know, doing all those things that you have to do when you want to commit to someone. I feel like, you know, plans maybe have stalled out and your guys' efforts to do that, or your person is like considering that maybe plans would stall out. Like if you guys took the slow and steady path and the conventional route, that things perhaps would not be as good as if you were to do like a whirlwind romance and rush forward. Because this person could very well want to rush into just having kids and getting married and all of that. This does indicate fast action, and it could even just be, you know, to be honest, that they want to have a lot of sex with you and they don't want to wait. You want them, they want you, why should you wait? It's that kind of a thing. So also this is a card of communication code. So it feels like, you know, this person, it feels like you guys have fluid and easy communication, or at least you do, you know, at the times when they're indulging themselves, when they're in a good mood, when they're in high spirits. Or maybe you are currently having easy communication with them because this person is happy with you. They're focusing on the good things and the good memories that the two of you share. And so, yeah, I'm getting like this person's probably a bit busy, you know, indulging themselves and having a good time, because we see that's sort of their emphasis. And yeah, okay. So let's look at the oracle cards here. Yeah, we've got reconciliation here. So someone from your past is returning to your life. So this could be, you know, somebody from your past for most of you. If not, it's going to definitely be for some of you. It could be a water sign if that's the case, but it doesn't have to be. It is somebody, though. I feel the way, you know, way to describe this person is it's somebody who missed an opportunity with you. Somebody who acted like they didn't care, or could care less, or could not care less, however the phrase goes. And somebody that was withdrawn or has withdrawn from this connection, and is somebody that came across as being unfulfilled. Okay, so this is the person that wants a reconciliation from you and with you. We've got family harmony in reverse. Yeah, there's something about, you know, this person might not be into, you know, having a family just yet. Now, I know that contradicts what I said about the Eight of Wands, and so this is a general reading. Sometimes things are going to contradict each other, because something that resonates for person B will not resonate necessarily for person, you know, E or C or D or whatever. But I do feel like with that Hierophant card and this Nine of Cups in reverse energy, that this person, like, you know, romance and sex and stuff like that, yeah, they're all about that with you. They feel good about that. They could even feel good about having a future with you, but again, it's something to do with the slow road that they would have to take, the conventionality, the whole like rigmarole of the commitment path and traditional conventional commitment path, that I feel turns this person off. So, but this is something that they're thinking about, like how you would fit in with their family, how they would fit in with yours, and what it would be like to have a family, and how they can get from point A to point B with you. Like, how would that look? You know, this is something that they're considering. Again, it's something they're considering when they're in sort of an altered state, whether that be that they're just simply high on life or high in general, okay? And then here's some interesting cards here. We got a third party card. So this could be a third party situation. Either you have someone else, this person does, or third party doesn't always have to be, you know, another romantic interest. It could be, you know, memories of the past. I feel like this person could have some intimacy issues related to either a divorce or a breakup in a previous relationship, or their parents' divorce or breakup. And that is actually the third party in this situation for some of you. But if you know that this person is with somebody else, you know, then, or that you're with somebody else, then it's going to resonate how it resonates for you. And at that point, I feel like, you know, you could feel like this person is being a bit stubborn, or just not applying themselves and not working on this connection the way that they should be. And this is, again, because they have some sort of ambivalence about settling down or having a family or a real relationship with you, even though they see you as someone, you know, well, they do feel a lot of passion for you, and they do feel like moving things forward and in some areas with you. But when it comes to like the more traditional, that's where they're a little bit confused. But they're considering it. But in the meantime, they could be being mute, not really talking to you about these things. Again, I feel like for some of you, you do have an ease of communication with this person. And this could be around things like, you know, this person coming to their senses about this connection in some way. They could be providing you some clarity on the situation. Others of you, your ease of communication is only temporary, or only at times when this person's in a good mood, or even then they don't talk about long-term with you, which I think has to do with this person not wanting to give you bad news, you know, and not wanting to show, you know, how unprepared they are for a real commitment. Maybe they don't want to disappoint you. They're not ready. There's still other things they need to do first. But we do got the Fifth Dimension card here. So this does show, you know, the fifth dimension is the astral realm. It could represent telepathic communication and dreaming of one another. I think this person's like dreams are a little foggy or a little hazy regarding the future with you, though. I think they more focus on, you know, the good times that you've shared in the past and the good times that you share in the present. And it's kind of, they're being a little bit short-sighted here, I think. It says, I want to give you all the love and compassion you've given me. So that's a message from your person saying that you've given them a lot of love and compassion. They want to give that to you as well. My fear of rejection keeps me from taking a risk with you. So for them, being conventional and taking a more conventional or traditional route, however they might consider it with you and however happy you might make them, does stir up feelings of fear of rejection. And to them, ironically, the safe route or the more secure route in terms of like having a stable, secure relationship is actually the risky part of any relationship, and a risky part of this one. I never thought I was the kind to be threatened by your success. I was wrong. So this is going to resonate specifically. It's kind of a specific message. We'll see if anything else comes out to describe that. This person's got limiting beliefs. I think they're coming out of their limiting beliefs here. Subconscious beliefs impede progress. Check in with self. Shadow work. Rewire with subliminals. So this person, I feel, is got some limiting beliefs. So you could be a modern man or woman and you don't kind of fit into, or they have difficulty seeing a future with you because of how you might not fit into a particular mode. And so they're working on their limiting beliefs. Some of those could be subconscious. And part of what they need to do is shadow work around that. But we've got happiness. So that's nice. It's a validation of the first message, happiness. This person feels happy. How do they feel? They feel happy. Combine talent with passion. Live your dreams. Helping others. Gratitude. Journal. Self-love. So this person definitely feels gratitude for you. You know, they're sorry that they missed an opportunity, you know, with you. You do make them happy. They do have a passion for you. They do want to help you and give you the love and compassion that you've given them. We've got the 8th house of intimacy, investments, intensity, contract, sex, erotic, capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance, kundalini, stalking, the underworld. So, you know, this person, I feel like, to be honest, that this person isn't really stalking only because they don't want to learn or see anything that could challenge their limiting beliefs in a way that they're not prepared for. I feel like they're working out their limiting beliefs in their own way and on their own time and in their own way, basically. And they don't want to like stalk you too much or see anything that might change their mind about the processes they're going through. They have to do it sort of in their own way. But they do, some of them do have family money or investments of some kind that they're trying to protect and keep to themselves. And this also is a consideration when they think about having a future with you or with anyone. And I think this person probably does have some intensity or obsessive tendencies to their nature. And I think that's probably manifested in over-romanticizing the past and thinking about all the good ways that you used to treat them, or the way or how good that you make them feel, and how good that certain things make them feel. And it's around sex, okay? I think intimacy, true intimacy, is a challenge for this person. And then they're represented here by the Rihanna card. So this card says, the badder you are, the better it is. So yeah, this person thinks that being a bad boy or a bad girl is what, you know, really gets them going, really gets their juices flowing, and really gets your juices flowing. And so it's like they like to leave you wanting more. And they think that the challenges actually turn you on more. They like a little spice to spice things up. And so this is how this person is, that they think being bad is what turns you on, or it certainly is what turns them on, okay? Sometimes you have to stick it out through the storm. But when it comes to commitment, it's like once they make a commitment, they are going to stick to it, and they'll stick it out through any storm. So that's why they want to be very careful and selective about, you know, when and how they commit and who they commit to. And then it says you have to be strong to let yourself be weak. So I feel that that's pretty insightful. And, you know, the Hierophant card is an insightful card. It represents somebody that has some sort of higher knowledge, higher education, religious knowledge, or spiritual knowledge. So this is to me saying, you know, that this person, you know, this is something that this person would say, especially to a friend, you know, not that you're their friend, but, you know, just in general, that they would say you have to be strong to let yourself be weak. And I feel like this person, yeah, they feel like they can teach that to you. Like this, they have something to offer you. Like this is a word of, this is these are the words of wisdoms that they would impart to you. Having trouble talking because it's time for me to wrap this up. But I'm going to take this over to the extended, where we're going to look at this person, how they feel about you sexually, and we're also going to find out the outcome of this reading and the bigger message here, as well as advice from Spirit on what to do regarding this relationship. So if you feel drawn to, follow me over there. Otherwise, please like and subscribe. And if this did resonate, please share down below if you feel comfortable doing so, and let me know how it did resonate. And I'll talk to you guys next time.